And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Snap suplex.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational asset. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Jay is imposing his will.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
Countdown underway. The odds about to no longer be even. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
He's taking a rough hit from a thrown trash can.
Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation.
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
Yes, the trash can connects. Talk about taking out the trash.
Now check this out. This is going to blow your mind. Holy cow, I'm dizzy.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Absolutely planted. Oh, here we go.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter Jacob.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Blocked up in the corner.
What forearm. Drop kick. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the...
Sami Zayn, takedown.
The coaching clutch.
We might be looking at a tap out soon.
It won't matter, though, Michael. We haven't had an official start to this match. No! What a reversal!
Incredible!
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games.
And his head is taking even more damage. Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
Body drop.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forget.
He's seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
And Tanga Loa gets knocked off his game there. Bang! Crucial counter there. Springboard off the top. Oh, a rear super kick.
From behind, nasty. Jey ready to end things.
Tanga Loa reverses and looks to capitalize. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief, and that is Roman's legacy. Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike.
Tanga Loa put a stamp on this one. Velocity into the temple. Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline. Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Everyone.
But now here's Jey Uso.
Is that all she wrote for Tanga Loa?
And he retaliates. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker. Like the man once said.
Meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
Is Zayn closing this out?
Hey guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
And Sami's focus looked like it was shaken after that.
This is how you target a body part.
Top rope. He fails to connect. Riding up the chest.
Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match.
Reigns has it.
He wants it one more time.
And looking at Jacob Fatu. And planted them with a well-executed DDT.
Does Jimmy have any fight left? These superstars must be feeding off the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock.
Reigns comes up short on that attack. There it is.
Jacob sidestepped that. What in the world? It's a hammer. You can't just throw a hammer. Oh, man.
He can't seem to find any answer here.
These are the moments professionals train for. You look at your breaking point.
He has a hold of Tanga Loa.
And there's the Uranagi. Landed the feet. Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
Has Sami ended it there? How in the world do these superstars have anything left in this world?
Reigns thinking the same thing. All eyes are focused on this moment.
Finally showing the effects of this match.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. Tanga Loa was lost out there. Could mean the end's coming soon.
Looking out of the ring for reinforcements.
The teams are now equal, but this weapon could be a big difference maker.
Sami Zayn has his opponent hooked.
We've been waiting, and now War Games is officially begun.
Entering the battlefield and circumstances are finally sinking in.
Fighting between the rings, this match has devolved so fast.
Jacob Fatu got problem here.
Sending him careening through the table. Nothing but carnage and wood fragments are left.
And his cast from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Roman Reigns setting up for his patented move. Launches into the air. Oh, the spear.
Jimmy with a game ender.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Has it set up in the corner of the ring.
He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of his War Game structure.
It's soaring.
There's got to be a concern for Jay at this point.
You can really tell the Tony is desperate not to lose control of this match again at this point.
But meanwhile,
Wrists captured. Knee strike. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
DDT for a kick out.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Both wrists captured. Jay is out. That is it.
What a headbutt.
Jacob setting himself up top.
Taking flight.
Taking a forward high risk here.
Jacob Fatu taking flight. Guys.
Going crashing to the ring. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
There's two. And he fights it off.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
And he avoids with
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Into the pin. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
another attack to the head and looking a little dazed.
Look at this. Gets there. Teammate makes the save.
Good God. First, that hammer dropped. Literally. Something might be broken.
My goodness, even a skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
The guillotine sinks in. This one could be over. It's hooked in deep.
Guillotine locked in. This is all it is.
He's in a incredible count. Oh, look out.
Face deep knee. Reigns has identified the target. Nasty boot by Zayn.
Zayn has this wrapped up. Landed neck crush.
Dodging away.
Physicality on display there.
Keeps his team on this one.
Sikoa is focused on finishing this.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
Zayn able to enact. It's on the top bed. Does Jimmy have enough time to recover? He gets the kick out after the one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage of the match.
And it's Jey Uso. Jimmy might have just finished things. Somehow he kicked out.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the realm of reality.
Oh my God. DDT! Spiked him.
Superstars set up. This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Roman up high. Cover. Oh, come on. They're going to seal this one. Now looking at Jey.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Including some targeted offense.
What's he gonna do to Reigns?
Implanted by the DDT. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? Target twist.
No way Sammy recovers from that.
Uso.
Splash. Will Jimmy see
Uso.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Roman Reigns, Jimmy Handshake Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right.